All right, so second video. If you guys haven't seen the first video, watch the first video of the whole install. But we're kind of on to the finalizing of stuff. Last time, full install, we got a little startup. Should be good right there. Looks good. So that was it. Today, so we basically have the tune. We have different injectors, and so we run it right now. We might be running rich, running lean. The air-fuel ratio has got to be adjusted. Basically, I went to try to tune this, and it wasn't reading the car. The software said it was connected. As soon as I hit connect, I was getting this yellow little banner at the bottom that says attempting to connect. And at that point, it was like, everyone I reached out to was like, oh, it should just connect. So I guess this will rule out the cable.
Yes.
And then our problems are a lot bigger if this doesn't work. All right, well, here, what about if we go? So what ended up happening is I got the new cable in today. I got both cables. I got the 20 pin to the OBD2, then I got the OBD2 to the laptop or the USB. Okay, so see that read the cable, but, oh, that worked. There we go. So I was right. I guess that's it, because it says reading right now, it reads the VIN. It says read 52%. Spoke too soon, we got an error. Of course it wouldn't just work. It's gotta be like, we'll give it to 50.
Well, maybe in your computer, maybe your window, your screen is back about 2 degrees too much.
All right, there we go. Cool.
Magic wand, that's it right there.
So now it's just a matter of sending the tune out to Active AutoWorks and having them send me back a tune file so that I can install that in this car.
So are you saying that it was a success?
Yep.
So we can now
Check that off the list.
On outside and
yeah, so how do we want to go about this? Do we want to push the car or do we want to start it?
Let's push it and start it outside so
okay.
You don't get any fumes into
yeah.
it.
We decided to actually take the car outside because at this point we need to keep it running, leave it running. We're not going to do that inside and just basically, I don't know, we could all wear gas masks. I guess everyone's used to wearing masks now. Let's just put on a gas mask and run inside. Decided not to wear a gas mask and just go outside and actually let the thing run. I was waiting for it to blow up when I was turning around. So right there, see that? It's got to go back another half an inch or almost an inch. Actually, right there will fit. We were moving the air filter out of the way because the headlight didn't fully sit in there right. We would have had to be really like forcing the headlight in to get that in right. So we had to basically take it off, adjust it, move some of the piping so that it could sit right in the engine bay. So we could put the headlight back in, seal that all up, and move the hell on. One on each side. There's 4 total. Just gonna grab one more. All right, so we're just gonna bleed the cooling system right now. I'm gonna start it up, and yep, show it. I can smell it. We have an exhaust leak right now, and he's saying we can see it. He can see where it's coming from, so or hear where it's coming from. So there's one more thing to fix.
Hi. Am I gonna work on this thing? Just kidding.
We don't want it to break. You're the driver.
I'm gonna drive it?
You're the driver.
Am I gonna drift? Do some donuts?
You gotta get your stick driving a little better.
But I can actually drive it.
She can drive it.
Yeah.
She has driven it.
Insert clips here. Just kidding. I'm trying to dictate your video. Okay. Bye.
Does the temp gauge work?
Yep. I've been looking at it. We're almost to operating. So we have a line set up to the Supercharger, but we weren't actually getting any of the oil from the reservoir over to the Supercharger, the actual inlet. So it mentions to basically pressurize the system and, you know, get the oil over there.
Still nothing.
What do you think of trying the pump thing?
Yeah, I guess we better.
Well, it says to hold it, there's a braking period, hold it at 2K.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do that until we knew, like...
There's oil in it.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got something.
Oh shit, there we go. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere. Let's carefully apply pressurized air to the oil filler hole of the canister. Do not pressurize the system more than 1 bar or 15 PSI. Use a rag or sponge as a seal between the air gun and the canister. So they're basically saying to wrap a towel around like an air compressor.
Yeah.
Really, kids, I can see them coming out. Watch go.
Whoops.
This is the actual tool that came with the kit. No, I'm kidding. So my dad basically came up with a way to pressurize it. We put duct tape over the top of the reservoir and then poked a little hole in there and then had a air pump that's actually meant for like a Bosu ball or anything you could blow up, I guess. And we're just sitting there pumping it, and eventually we saw some oil coming out of that inlet right over there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That worked. So, you see it coming out over here. There you go, cool.
Okay, well, I would say tighten it up then.
The correct oil level is between the min and the max on that dipstick. But that should be,
Once it's
yeah, that should be after it's all ran through. Some product placement.
Oh, yes, yes.
Turn on the engine, rev it to 3,000 RPM, make sure the oil starts flowing. So next step was to actually start it up and make sure that the oil out of the reservoir was going down and you could see that it was running through the system, and then we could basically top it off.
So I'm thinking we leave
it off to see if it's flowing. So we're gonna start it then, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm tired of getting in and out of the seat right now.
Oh, here, 1 second.
All right, see you guys later. I think I'm gonna take a nap here. One more time. Ding.
All right, go ahead, Cody.
I'm good?
Yeah.
This was just revving up to like 2K and then checking the level, seeing where they're at. All right, let's get some little revs. Is it flowing at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah. Way down.
All right, cool. Let's top it off again. Don't spill. I got a funny story for you guys right now. They reminded me, I said don't spill to that. My dad one time, we were in a 90 T-Bird Super Coupe, and I got like a Dr. Pepper or something, and he's like, don't spill it. And I literally spilled the whole entire bottle somehow all over myself. It wasn't even like a can too, it was just a bottle, and somehow it like slipped and I dropped it all over. So that's story time for today.
I take seconds when it's level.
Well, do you want to move the car and check? We actually had to move it to get it onto level ground because we were sitting slanted for sure. Moved it to level ground so we could actually get an accurate reading of where the reservoir was at.
Is it staying pretty cool?
Yep.
Well,
Not moving. Needle's not moving at all.
And one thing about it is if you didn't have coolant in there, it wouldn't be ready. It would be nothing.
Oh, believe me, I know about overheating.
Yeah.
This car's only done that 17.5 times. My dad was letting the air out at that point, and then we were really just kind of waiting for the coolant to circulate through the whole system so we can bleed all the air out and have, obviously, coolant in the system. We don't want this thing to overheat again. Yeah. Hey, Dad. We're starting to overheat. Oh, shit. There. So when we were pulling it in, It did get a little hectic because the car started to overheat. We're like, oh, shit. I didn't want to keep running the car and letting it overheat. I just saw that needle start to creep up. We had something right here, so I couldn't pull it fully in. And we haven't completely bled the system. Right now, that's kind of where we stop for today. It's basically that we just need to continue the coolant process, get coolant in there, bleed it, repeat, so on, and then tune it. And then finally drive this thing. Finally drive it. All right, so we got the tune file. I sent it over this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and install this tune file. Hopefully we have no issues with that. This should be, you know, super straightforward. Nothing crazy about this. Just connect it and tune it. All right, upgrading. We're doing it. Key the vehicle off for 10 seconds, then key back on, then press OK to continue. 7, 8, 9, 10. I almost forgot to count to 10 right there. It sounds good. All right. Want to kind of road test it. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm not gonna drive hard. Run, belts don't slip. We don't have any weird issues. I'm just gonna kind of go around the block. So we'll see how this first drive goes. All right. Clear behind me. Feeling a little nervous. Just because, like anything, anytime you put something together and you spend all this time, money, and everything, you hope that it works, right? And you hope that we've done a lot to make sure that it's all good to go, but you just never know. So, just hoping it goes good. It's hard to tell if you have a check engine light in this car because it's like at the bottom. So just making sure on a check engine light. Needle right now is right at operating temperature, and I'm just kind of keeping track of it because we did put new coolant in it, so it might not be bled all the way. Oh man. It's good. Like, does it feel like way better? Yeah, it's way more torque. I haven't been able to really get on it, so but I can just tell like the power's there. The torque's definitely. All right, so first canyon drive in the E36. Since I've not gone to a canyon with it. It just wasn't registered. We were doing different stuff. And first canyon drive with it since the Supercharger install, and it is so damn fun. I've been kind of keeping it easy. The most I really hit is like 5,000 RPM. That was like once. got it sideways a little bit, had some fun on some, you know, more open roads, but thing stays flat. I mean, we've done a lot of suspension work, got BC coilovers on here, but it just feels so good. It definitely, I hate to say this, it feels better than the E92 M3 through the canyons. Like, it feels like this has more potential than that car. I know that sucks to say, but there's also a lot more work done to this car. E92 has a lot of like cosmetic stuff, but it's still kind of stock, but damn.